Hey guys, how's it going? I'm sorry. So today is going to be a story time type of video, and I can't help but laugh because I love telling this story. Some of you who are watching might have already heard of this story. I've brought it up multiple times to certain people. You might actually be one of the people who was actually present when this event occurred. But then again, there's a lot of people out there, like among my friend group, who have not heard the story yet, so I'm going to tell you. So basically, about a year ago, I took a self-defense class, and it was a lot of fun. Like, to this day, I miss it. I wish I could take it many, many more times. And so most of the people in the class were girls, but there were also a handful of guys. And so every day in the class, we would do partner drills. So we had to grab somebody who was like roughly our height and weight, whatever, to be our partner. And so then one day we were all standing in said circle, and my instructor and his assistant were standing in the center, and they were demonstrating like a joint lock or whatever. And I noticed, like, directly across the circle from me, like, on the other side of my instructor, was this guy, and, you know, he was, like, tall, obviously very muscular, probably athletic, you know, whatever. And I noticed that he was looking in my general direction and was, like, lifting his shirt and rubbing his abs. And I tried to give him the benefit of the doubt because I was like, okay, obviously he's looking in my direction because this is the circle, and then the center focal point, oh god, math, jeez. Circle, center point, and then me and this guy were creating like a diameter across. And so of course he was looking in my direction because he was probably watching the instructor demonstrating what we're supposed to be learning. And I thought, you know, maybe he's just got an itch. Sometimes you're itchy, you just got an itch. And so I was like, okay, he's probably not like doing something that's like aimed at me or some other girl or whatever. But no, like he was definitely being very flirtatious. Like he was just kind of like lifting his shirt in a manner that was just kind of like he just casually just, you know, like pulled it up to put his hands on his hips, and you know, just very nonchalantly just like scratching his abs. And he had like a six-pack, let me tell you, like, oh my god, like dude was jacked, just gotta say. But yeah, and so I don't want to like be blowing smoke up my ass by being like, oh my gosh, he was trying to flirt with me, because obviously most of the people in the class were girls, and you know, I was standing around a bunch of girls. But regardless of who he was looking at, he was looking in our general direction, making eye contact with me, if not one of the other girls, not really paying so much attention to the instructor, but just kind of flirtatiously just making eye contact and just smirking ever so slightly and just rubbing his abs. And so I thought it was a fluke, you know, the first day that it happened. And then week after week, he would do it like constantly, because people are creatures of habit, and so everybody stood in the same position in the circle every single week. And so every single week, he would be looking like almost like past the instructor over to like me and like this like section of girls, and just like literally this is what he looked like. He was just like, he would literally look at his own abs, and like I think he like tried to be subtle about it or whatever, but it was not subtle at all. And I was trying so hard not to laugh because I wanted to pay attention to what my instructor was saying and demonstrating, because I knew it was really important. I didn't want to miss out, so I had to look at my instructor and therefore had to look at this guy in the background. And I was just trying so hard not to laugh. I was just like, yeah. The reason why I was trying not to laugh is because I didn't want him to think that his flirtatious behavior or whatever was actually working. Because if I started laughing and smiling, I didn't want him to think it was like, oh, he, oh, look at him, he's being so charming. Oh my gosh, it's so, like, endearing and adorable. Because I didn't see it as that at all. I didn't want to give him satisfaction in provoking a reaction on me, so that's why I tried to keep a straight face. It's really hard for me to keep a straight face, so that was a struggle. But the reason why I wanted to laugh is because basically when guys try to do like pickup lines or do things to like get the girls or like to like seduce them or whatever, like it's silly. Like it's honestly just like so childish and trivial to me. Like there's no way in my right mind would I believe that his behavior by rubbing his abs and smirking at me would actually like convince me to like be into him or want to like go on a date or like let alone a one-night stand with him. No way. And I feel bad for him and any other guy that does this, like honestly, sincerely, because if I were them and I was, exuding that behavior and attitude towards a girl, like I would be embarrassed of my actions. And this was just like this story was just a small example of, what the sort of thing looks like with trying to, like flirt with a girl harmlessly or whatever. But when you think about it, like it can actually just kind of like insult a girl's intelligence just a little bit. Because it's so obvious that their tactics are not going to work at all. Like, I mean, if you're into that, whatever. But for a lot of us, doesn't work. And so I highly doubt he's gonna watch this video. But if you are dude who was in that self-defense class with me, I want to sincerely thank you for providing endless amounts of entertainment in the middle of class. Because even though it did not succeed in seducing any of the girls in the class, I'm sure it was very, very funny to watch you make a fool of yourself. Alright, and that's all I have for y'all today. I hope you enjoyed this story, and if you like what you see, please like, subscribe, and share this video. Once again, I cannot stress this enough. Sharing videos is actually what's gonna help me grow my channel the most. So yeah, and I will see you in the next one.